Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am SOFEA binti ABD.AZIZ.
My name is MAISARAH binti SULAIMAN.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL ATHIRAH binti MAZLAN.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURSHAFIKAH binti MOHD.
In Malaysia, the road network plays a vital role in the transportation sectors and is a critical aspect of the country development programs. The field of transportation is responsible for ensuring the smooth coordination of various sectors and facilitating economic growth and connectivity within the nations. Despite significant advancement in the vehicle sectors over the past 50 years, the road infrastructure in Malaysia has largely remained unchanged, even as the number of vehicles on the road continues to grow rapidly. In order to accommodate the increasing number of vehicles and ensure greater efficiency, it is imperative that the roads are designed and built to suit the evolving transportation needs. Building a durable road requires pavement layers to be selected for the expected traffic and weather conditions. Hence, the interest in collecting critical data about pavement performance and in-service roads. The advancement of sensor system and information and communication technologies has facilitated the development of innovative approaches to conduct pavement inspection, enabling the collection of essential data on pavement performance, understanding material behavior under varying traffic conditions, identifying failure causes, and implementing timely and cost-effective maintenance strategies. Besides that, the utilization of recycled plastic waste as an alternative material in road construction offers the potential to lower construction costs, preserve natural resources, and optimize the use of locally available marginal materials and eco-friendly technologies. It does not develop any big potholes due to the extreme temperature, which means that there is no major requirement of repair. Also, the scarcity of binder and aggregate resources, coupled with the rising demand for asphalt pavement, has led to a heightened focus on the reutilization of recycled asphalt pavement (RAP) in pavement engineering. This approach has garnered significant interest due to its favorable environmental impact, sustainability benefits, and economic viability. Besides, geosynthetics have been successfully used to fulfill a number of functions that contribute significantly to the good performance of roadways. They include the function of separation, filtration, reinforcement, stiffening, drainage, barrier, and protections. One or more of these multiple functions have been used in at least 6 important roadway applications. The application includes the migration of reflective cracking in asphalt overlays, separation, stabilization of road bases, stabilization of road soft subgrades, and lateral drainage. The design and construction of all-weather rural roads, such as Federal Road FT004 of the East-West Highway, incur significant costs, particularly when premium construction materials are required but may not be locally available. It is crucial to consider provision for post-disaster remedial works, especially in disaster-prone areas. The road construction sector tends to be conservative, often lagging behind in adopting new technologies. Therefore, upscaling efforts are necessary to enhance the quality and durability of finished roads, ensuring their long-term serviceability. Furthermore, rural roads projects typically rely on general specifications that have historically yielded long-lasting roads. However, due to financial limitation, these specifications often undergo value engineering, which can compromise their effectiveness.
This integration contributes to the decarbonization of the transportation industry by reducing dependency on fossil fuels. Highways that are well planned should not run in isolation but should interact with public transport systems. This integration enables effective connectivity across various modes of transportation, making it easier for individuals to pick sustainable modes of transportation such as buses, trains, or bicycles. Highway infrastructure should contain dedicated bicycle and pedestrian lanes to encourage active mobility and minimize carbon emissions. Green design principles can be used to reduce the environmental impact of highways, such as integrating green spaces, implementing sustainable stormwater management solutions, and strategically placing EV charging infrastructure. Highway infrastructure innovations can help Malaysia achieve the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). Malaysia has pledged to meet the 17 SDGs by 2030, and highway infrastructure is a critical area where progress can be made. Smart highways monitor traffic flow, control congestion, and increase overall transportation efficiency by utilizing advanced technologies such as sensors, cameras, and data analytics. Sustainable materials such as recycled asphalt, recycled concrete, or bio-based materials can greatly lessen the environmental impact of highway infrastructure projects. Integrating renewable energy sources along highways, such as solar panels, can create clean electricity to power infrastructure, lighting, and local communities. As the transportation sector turns towards electric vehicles (EVs), an extensive network of charging stations is required, and highways are perfect places to strategically place EV charging infrastructure. Increasing the availability of charging stations encourages the usage of electric vehicles, which reduces greenhouse gas emissions and tackles climate change. SDG 15 Life on Land. Highways have the potential to split habitats and endanger wildlife populations. SDG 17 Partnerships for the Goals. Partnerships between government agencies, commercial corporations, academic institutions, and community organizations are common in highway development projects. These partnerships pool experience, funds, and resources to execute new solutions and achieve long-term change. Incorporating highway infrastructure improvements that correspond with plans for Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) in Malaysia is critical for establishing a more efficient, resilient, and sustainable transportation system. These solutions encourage economic growth, minimize environmental impact, improve road safety, promote sustainable cities, address climate change, and foster sustainable development partnerships.
The first challenges or issue that been rise up in Malaysia is the pavement damage can endanger road user. Okay, for the issue of the pavement is issue called pavement is consistently rising up in Malaysia. It was due to climate changes, tropical changes that pavement can damage from downpours, hard patches, and other factors. So with the climate changing, because the asphalt which expands and contracts with the temperature change, and other pavement materials to thermally expand and contract road user. Because of that issue, it will give a crack to the pavement, so it will put the danger for the road user. So when it's come to road maintenance, it took a very long time to the government to respond. So like federal road at 003 requires immediate attention before government takes any action to address this issue. So how to overcome this problem is we suggest that smart sensor in asphalt. Okay, the innovation of sensor technology will revolutionize the way to maintain the highways by providing the time on pavement condition such as temperature, moisture, and the structural damage detection. We can ensure that our roads are durable and safe for the motorists. This technology will enable the government to proactively manage the highway infrastructure upkeep without relying on the feedback of drivers. It also reduces the need for the costly, time-consuming manual inspection, allowing more efficient use of resource. With this innovation, we can look forward to a safer and more reliable highway system for years to come. Okay, for the second problem is damage of pavement. So according to the problem of the Federal Road 00, the pavement surface has numerous damage such as routine, tension, potholes, and so on. Effect toward the surface pavement. This is because of the weight vehicles such as car, trucks, trailer can put pressure on the pavement beneath layer. Repeated loading and resultant stress over time can harm the pavement. It because pavement have life design, which is in Malaysia for the after the construction of the pavement, it will only durable until 5 to 7 years. It just designed for 10 years. So it will, if government didn't take care of this pavement, the pavement will be always been damaged because we do not maintenance after 10 years after their long lifespan. Okay, how to overcome this issue is which we implemented plastic waste in bituminous. Plastic has synthetic material made from polymers that can dispose of organic. So recycle waste is a solution for the pollution issue of the pollution caused by burning plastic waste. Other nations like Germany, India have been implemented this issue. So the innovation is a solution to address the issue of plastic waste in a step in the right direction by incorporating partial plastic waste into bitumen. We can improve the durability of the paver and make our road stronger. This is not only benefit our highways but also reduce pollution caused by the plastic. The government should consider implementing this method on the larger scale to make significant impact. This approach can give the way for the more sustainable futures and create the cleaner, healthier world for the generation to come. The third issue is maintenance higher due to the higher price. So as a result, increase the cost construction. Nowadays, the cost of construction materials, maintaining highway and infrastructure is quite expensive. So when it's come to maintaining the roads, both cost, labor, and the price of asphalt or aggregate the material of pavement are quite high. Additionally, since the highways are constantly being used, repairs are frequently required. Government budget are stained as a result because the money is needed to make the infrastructure of highway. Additionally, the cost and labor necessary tools for repair can be high. Public-private partnership have been used by some government to help to pay for the highway maintenance in order to address this problem. Through this collaboration, private business are able to finance infrastructure projects can contribute to the cost of maintenance. So, have a third party can reduce the budget for the maintenance. So, how we to come this problem is we recycle the asphalt. And economical recycle the asphalt is the economical solution might be involving is recycling already existing asphalt pavement. All asphalt is mild crushed and then used in new pavement mixture to create clean asphalt pavement known as the RAP. The expense of material as well as the impact on the environment can be decreased by implementing RAP. This produces a lessened waste in the landfill and conserve more nature resource. Additionally, RAP can increase the new pavement overall quality by enhancing its durability and cracks resistance. The amount of RAP can be used in the new pavement varies depending on elements like the age and the condition of existing asphalt as well as region law. It is important to know, however, RAP can be long-term effective solution when used properly. The last issue is erosion in the highway. In Malaysia, there are a lot issue on the erosion of highway like landslide near roads. This is due from water in the ground, the movement of soil, and so on. This disaster can cause erosion to environmental like rivers, can affect users using their access. Additionally, the erosion of highway can also lead traffic congestion and accidents. It is important for the government to prioritize maintenance and repair of highways to ensure the safety of citizens and smooth flow transportation. So how we we have come this issue is about implemented geosynthetic. Okay, this is the method used for soil stabilization and erosion control can change significantly as the result of geosynthetic materials. Because of their special qualities, geotextile and geoids can use in the place where conventional technique fall short to strengthen the soil and improvement drainage. Even in the difficult situation like high water tables level or poor soil quality, we can improve soil stability and prevent erosion by burying this material. The advantage of geosynthetic are obvious. They provide long-lasting defense against the erosion and other environmental factors while being expensive, simple to install and maintenance. Geosynthetic are great option that will long offer term advantage whether you are trying to prevent erosion on your property or just when it increases the stability of your soil.
In conclusion, roads are built to facilitate transportation, allowing people to move around easily. The regular usage of high traffic which break down asphalt road may cause damage to the road. These roads need to be fixed right away because they could result in accident and traffic jam. So the design of road and their maintenance are highly important for vehicle safety. According to the issue that arises at Federal Road FT004, aspects like pavement structure, environmental impact and safety must be taken into consideration in order to build sustainable and safe road. Based on the suggested solution, the pavement structure is one of the key components of road design. The pavement structure is made to provide an even durable surface that can withstand the weight of heavy load carried by vehicle. The type of soil, climate and traffic volume should all be taken into consideration when choosing the best pavement structure. The use of plastic waste in road construction is an excellent idea because it can improve the durability of pavement and strengthen the road. Additionally, innovation like smart sensor in asphalt make it easier to monitor pavement condition because they can provide information on the temperature and moisture of the road as well as damage detection. Furthermore, the environment impact is also important when designing road. When designing the road, the long-term sustainability of roadway, which include the use of recyclable material and the reduction of carbon emission, must all be considered. Thus, recycling asphalt is a great way to reduce the environment impact because it can lower carbon emission and material costs. Another critical aspect of road design is safety. The engineer must ensure that roadway provide safe and accessible conditions for all users because there are a lot of issues with the erosion of highway. Geosynthetic are a great alternative to overcome this problem since they offer the protection against erosion and other environmental conditions. Therefore, design of road is a challenging process that requires the expertise of several engineering specialties, including civil and transportation, in order to ensure that the road is safe. So, that's all from our group. Thank you.